Hello everyone, welcome back to EduTap and welcome to today's session. So today we are going to discuss a very important notification that has been released by the Reserve Bank of India, and this notification is important from the phase 1 of the RBI Grade B point of view as well as for the phase 2 of the RBI Grade B. Okay, so we need to have the detailed understanding of this notification. So the RBI has launched the G20 tech sprint. What is this tech sprint? And the RBI has launched it with the BISIH. So what is this BISIH? As well as the other details we need to have clarity about from the examination point of view, and today you will have the detailed understanding of this notification. So now before starting with this, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel for the PDF of this session. Okay. So now starting with the Reserve Bank of India and the Bank for International Settlements Innovation Hub has launched the G20 Tech Sprint 2023. So what is this G20 Tech Sprint first of all? The G20 Tech Sprint is a joint initiative between the G20 presidency country and the Bank for International Settlements Innovation Hub. See, Bank for International Settlements, it is an international organization that provides a forum for the central banks and the financial supervisory authorities to come together to discuss as well as to collaborate with each other to share the information. So this Bank for International Settlements is actually the bank for the central banks. Okay. So now this Bank for International Settlements has an innovation hub that promotes the technological advancement, that promotes the technological solutions to be developed for newer areas. So here the Bank for International Settlements Innovation Hub plus the G20 presidency is with India. So the Reserve Bank of India plus the BISIH have come together to jointly initiate and launch this G20 Tech Sprint. Now this G20 Tech Sprint tries to seek out the best-in-class new technological solutions that is aimed at addressing the high priority areas in the global community. And currently what is the high priority area in the global community? It is regarding the cross-border payments to make it smoother and safer, so that easily the cross-border payments can happen as well as to make it safer also. Okay, so under the G20 presidency with India, the Reserve Bank of India and the BIS Innovation Hub of the Bank for International Settlements have jointly launched the 4th edition of the G20 Tech Sprint. So the 3 editions have already completed of the G20 Tech Sprint, and now India got the G20 presidency, and so India is launching this, and the Reserve Bank of India has launched this G20 Tech Sprint of 2023 with BIS Innovation Hub. Okay, so Tech Sprint is what? Technological competition. Okay, Tech Sprint is the technological competition at a global level to promote the innovative solutions so that the new solutions, the new technological solutions can come out. And here in G20 Tech Sprint 2023, the theme is, or we can say the aim is to improve the cross-border payments. So G20 Tech Sprint 2023 has been launched with the aim or with the theme of transforming cross-border payments. Okay, so the Reserve Bank of India and the Bank for International Settlements Innovation Hub, they are inviting the global innovators from around the world to help develop the innovative technological solutions for promoting of the cross-border payments. Okay, so now we will understand the 3 problem statements regarding the cross-border payments on which the technological solutions will be developed by the innovators, and this competition will start. But before that, what is this Bank for International Settlements? So it supports the central bank's pursuit of the monetary and financial stability through the international cooperation. So the big central banks or the central banks of the important countries, the big countries, they are coming together, they are sharing the information. So this Bank for International Settlements is actually providing them a forum to come together to dialogue and cooperate with each other to share the information freely as well as to forge a common understanding and decide on the common actions. And that's why this is the Bank for International Settlement is actually a bank for central banks. Okay, it is providing a platform to the central banks and the financial supervisory authorities to come together and help each other in a way. Okay, established in 1930, it represents countries from around the world, together account for about 95% of the world GDP. So there are around 63 central banks that own this BIS. Okay, its head office is in Basel, Switzerland. It has 2 representative offices also, and the innovation hub centers around the world. So there are different centers around the world for this innovation hub of the BIS. So BIS Innovation Hub develops the public goods in the technological space. Like if you remember, the Reserve Bank of India has launched the Reserve Bank Innovation Hub in March 2022 in Bangalore. Okay, so this Reserve Bank Innovation Hub promotes innovation in the financial segment of the country. Okay, so for the financial segment, there is the technological advancement that can happen, the innovations can come in the country. So the Innovation Hub is for that. Similarly, BIS Innovation Hub develops the public goods in the technological space to support the central banks around the world and to improve the functioning of the financial system. So the competition is open to developers from around the world for submitting the application. The following the three previous successful editions of the tech sprint has already happened, and those tech sprint focused on the RegTech, that is the regulatory technology, because here we are talking about the regulators, okay, such as the Reserve Bank of India. The supervisory technology, that is SupTech. So the focus was also on the supervisory technology so that the supervision can be made easier. Green and sustainable finance was also the focus, as well as the CBDCs, that is the hot topic, we can say, the central bank digital currencies, that was also the topic. But in 2023 tech sprint, the focus is on the three problem statements regarding the cross-border payments. So we have to make the cross-border payments safer, as well as we need to bring more countries in the cross-border payment system so that the liquidity can increase of the currencies, as well as the countries are not left out from this cross-border payment system. Okay, so we have to expand the scope of the cross-border payments. And third, we have to create the multilateral platforms specially catering to the CBDCs, that is central bank digital currencies, because it is a growing system now. Okay, so these are the three problem statements on which the solution is being taken from the developers. Okay, so first problem statement is regarding the anti-money laundering, or we can say the countering of financing for the terrorist, sanctions technology, solutions to reduce illicit finance risk so that the cross-border payments can become safer, so that through these cross-border payments no money laundering is happening and no financing of the terrorist is happening. So we need to make these cross-border payments safer. Foreign exchange and liquidity technology solutions has to be developed so that the settlement in emerging market and developing economic currencies can also happen. So the countries that have they are the emerging market or the developing economies, they can also feel a part of this cross-border payments, and they do not have to rely on some strong currencies only for the cross-border payments. Okay, so foreign exchange, because when the cross-border payment is very fast, when it is happening very fast, the foreign exchange problem can also arise for the emerging market and developing economic countries. Okay, so for these we need the technological solution. Technological solution is needed for the multilateral cross-border CBDC platforms. This has to be developed because the CBDC is a main focus of many of the countries right now. Okay, so let's see each one of these problem statements in detail so that you have the clarity. Okay, so first is we need to make the cross-border payments safer. So the cross-border payments happen through different platforms. Even the CBDC, the central bank digital currency transfer, is happening through different platforms, and they could face the reputational risk if they are being used for the payments, for the money laundering or for the terrorist financing, because through these platforms the money can go from here and there very easily. The money can travel very easily from one place to another place, and if these platforms are being used for such negative activities, they can be under the reputational risk. And so now the technological solutions are needed so that these platforms are not used for the money laundering or the financing of the terrorist. So to reduce the illicit finance risk, increasing the efficiency is needed, the screening processes is needed, and for that the technological solution is needed. Okay, second is foreign exchange. So a multilateral platform may opt to settle in a few liquid currencies only. So they are saying that either transact in dollars or you can transact in euro and such kind of currencies only. So what is happening that the other countries, the emerging market and the developing economy, their currencies are not being used in these platforms, and they cannot use their currencies to trade in these platforms. So they are being left out. Okay, as well as if their cross-border payments are happening very easily and very fast, they will lose the foreign reserves, and there can be a foreign exchange problem that can arise for these emerging market and developing economy, because from their country the dollars are flowing out very easily, it is coming in very easily. So there is too much volatility that is happening. So foreign exchange and cross currency liquidity technology solutions have to be developed so that the different currencies are integrated into the solution, into the platforms. Okay, so multilateral platforms are having the different kind of currencies. The settlement of the payments can happen in a larger number of currencies, including in the emerging market and developing economy currencies on a real time basis, so that they can transact in their own currencies also. So they will not face as much foreign exchange risk, as well as there will be also the liquidity of their currency that will happen. So for the liquidity, technology solutions is needed for the foreign exchange, so that foreign exchange is not becoming very volatile for these countries. Especially the technology solutions are needed. Okay, so technology solutions for the multilateral cross-border CBDC platforms. So this problem statement is intentionally kept broad, that try to bring different things for the CBDC, so that the different technological solutions can come for the CBDC. So interoperability across multi CBDC platforms, or their interoperability with domestic payment systems. So there is much advancement that can happen in the CBDC platforms, in the CBDC arena, because it is quite a new topic, we can say. Okay, so for the CBDC, there is the open space. The developers can develop technology solutions for the multilateral cross-border CBDC platforms. Okay, for the supervision, for the cyber security and such, there are different technological solutions that can be developed for the CBDC, multilateral cross-border CBDC platforms. Okay, so when payments across the borders become efficient, you can understand that the economic activities will increase. Economic activities will increase, the export and import will increase. It will also increase the economic cooperation between the countries, and the economic activities increasing means there is a boom that will come for all the countries. So across borders, the payments will become easier, effective and efficient. The activities will be more, economic linkage will be more. Payments should be able to flow seamlessly across the borders and between payment systems to promote the competition while preserving financial integrity. The leveraging on the important work of the G20 cross-border payments program, the tech sprint, is to showcase how technological solutions can address the illicit financing risk by making the technology, by making the platforms, the multilateral platforms, safer, provide the settlement solution in other countries also, so making the currencies more liquid in the cross-border terms, in the payment terms, and achieve the interoperability in the multilateral CBDC platform. So the CBDC platform, there is much development can happen in the CBDC platform for the multilateral transactions. Okay, so this is how you can participate. Okay, this is the winner's prize. So the winner for each problem statement will receive an award of INR 40,000. You can understand this. Okay, so I hope you have understood this complete news article. This is the first question. I hope you will be easily able to answer this question, and this is the second question. Okay, so try to answer this question also. And thank you very much. There is a big announcement from EduTap that we have brought for you the complete comprehensive guidebook for RBI, NABARD and SEBI, so that through a single guidebook you can get all your common queries answered. And if you have any confusion, your common queries can be answered through a single guidebook, that is this. And here, if you want to know about the examination, what is the pattern of the exam, what is the previous year cutoff for the exam, what is the syllabus for the exam, all these common queries can be answered through a single guidebook. You do not have to visit different links, you do not have to visit different websites. Even if you want to know about the preparation, the strategy and the sources, even if you want to know about the organization, all these common queries can be answered through this single guidebook. And this is made absolutely free of cost to save your time, to save your efforts. You can easily download this guidebook. The link is provided in the description box below. Okay, so do download this guidebook, and thank you very much. If you have any query, you can mail us here or you can contact us through this number. Thank you very much, everyone.